Hi friends, welcome back to my garden. Ellie here. Today we are going to be planting some plants. If you've seen my other video, I am not allowed to buy more plants until I plant the ones that I have. So let's get started with planting my plants today.
So we are planting Hollyhocks, Strawflower, and Statice today. I started these out from seed back in January, February, and it is time that I get them in the ground, and hopefully they will still bloom. I know for Hollyhocks, sometimes they don't bloom the first year. You have to wait till the second year for them to bloom. The first year is just them getting green. I chose to plant the Hollyhock Charters Double because it is a flower that grows really tall, which I liked to have against the fence. And the type of petals, it's really full of petals. It reminds me kind of a carnation, which I thought would be a really beautiful look for this spot. If you live in warmer zones like zone 9, like I live, it is best to plant the Hollyhocks in the fall. Because like I said, they don't really bloom the first year, so that is kind of like year one, and then you can have them bloom in the spring. I'm a little bit late to the game, so we're not doing that, but hopefully maybe this fall they'll bloom. Hollyhocks do like to be in full sun with well-draining soil. And you might want to stake them because they do grow really tall. Sometimes with really tall flowers, the weight of it makes it tip over. So staking plants like this is a good idea to make sure that it has more strength to stay upright. You also want to make sure that you mulch it. The mulch will help for the plant to retain the water. And you want to get rid of any rusted leaves as it continues to grow. This is a common thing for warmer climates. Another flower that we're planting here is the Statice. I chose to grow Statice, even though I didn't get as many as I hoped for, is because it is a great cut flower. It has vibrant color. I also wanted to grow this in my yard because I want to use it as a dry flower. So this would be something that I would cut at its prime, hang it to dry, and because they come in a variety of bright colors, this as a dried flower really retains its color. So it looks great also dried. You can direct sow them right after your last frost state in early spring, or if you'd like to start early, you can start them about 4 to 6 weeks before your last frost state indoors. This is a great flower for those warmer climates because it likes to be in full sun. It can tolerate the heat very well, and once established, it is a drought-tolerant plant. If you are using this as a cut dried flower, you want to cut it right as the flower starts to open. The third flower that we're planting here is a Strawflower. I chose this flower because, again, like the Statice, it is great as a cut flower, and it's also a great flower to use if you want to dry flowers. You can start the seeds indoors about 6 to 8 weeks before your last frost state, and then you can carefully transplant them outside. Strawflower is prone to root rot, so you want to be careful with not overwatering. And by pinching the plant, it will encourage more bushiness to get more of a fuller feel and more blooms. And for the best vase life, you want to make sure that you harvest these flowers before they're fully bloomed.
So I have my poppies, my Strawflower, my Hollyhocks, and what else did I plant here? Statice. I think that one's a Statice. I only had one, I'm pretty sure. I think these are the Strawflower. So there we go. I left this area blank. I didn't plant anything there because if you look closely, something's coming up. I had thrown some seeds in here, and it's either gonna be the Bells of Ireland or some celosia. So I didn't want to take it out just in case. So I was careful where I dug and planted. So hopefully these plants last. Nico already went over the fence and stepped on some of them that I just planted. So hopefully they come up, fingers crossed. Pray for me that they do come up and they don't just die. And since we're in a planting mood, I finally planted my lamb's ear, so hopefully it will start to thrive and grow. I love the color, I love the texture. It's like this soft velvety texture. It is very nice. I plan to get maybe like 2 more. And don't forget to water it in. Very important, we make sure you water in your plants, even though they might be wet. You might think like, oh, they don't need it. Yes, they do. They always need to be watered in. There you go. No getting wet. Nope. I still have all of these to plant. These are all my dahlias. I might plant some at my mom's or give some away because I didn't realize I'd get so many. I didn't realize they would all come up. Most of them came up. If you've seen my other video on cutting tuber dahlias and splitting them and creating more, yeah, it seemed to have worked because they have all been growing except for a few. Some of them started to come up and didn't get very far. But I have still all of these to do something with, and my rose bush still. I'm gonna plant. This is my guayaba tree. I think it's gonna go here. Originally, I was gonna put it over here next to the butterfly bush. But I think I'm gonna put it in this pot instead. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you all have had a great Mother's Day weekend, and I will see you next time. So sow love, grow joy, and stay rooted. Till next time, bye.